この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am a little bit terrified to start this video. We are on episode 23 of Carole and Tuesday, the second to last episode of the whole show. And we left off in a pretty scary place, specifically for Angela, a character who has been sinking deeper and deeper into despair over the last few episodes and looking to substances and just not very good choices to cope with what she's dealing with. Not very good, but very understandable and very human choices to cope with what she's dealing with. She's lost everything she knows about herself, and it culminated last episode in her collapse after her performance during the Mars Grammys. And then a rather, how do I put it? What's the word I'm looking for? Heartbreaking is the first word that comes to mind, but that's not quite the thing I'm looking for. There's an element of fear to it. And, well, despair. The entire sequence where she is intubated and rushed through hospital doors and they're attempting to treat her for whatever has gone on, I assume an overdose of some form, combined with terrible amounts of stress and sadness. So that's where we're at right now, and I am already stalling because I just don't want bad things to happen to Angela. It's kind of funny that a character who was introduced as kind of a brat and a bit of a rival for our main characters has become such an emotional center for the show. But here we are, and we're going to have to see what happens at this point. One, whether Angela's okay. Two, what can help her, if anything, in this situation. And three, as always, wondering how we're going to build up towards the miraculous 7 minutes that we don't know anything about. Still, Tao made the choice, the conscious decision, perhaps not knowing the importance of that choice, but made the conscious decision to continue doing whatever he's doing with his AI, instead of going and helping her. He, the only person that she felt like she could reach out to, for understandable reasons, did not reach back. And now she's suffering for it. I wouldn't say that this goes, this is a weight to put on Tao's shoulders or anything like that, but it's definitely a possibility that he could have changed things had he made a different decision. It's just that everything has led to this, and it didn't seem like it was leading to this until, boom, suddenly it did. And we as the audience had sort of an inside track on understanding Angela's current mental and physical state, where the other characters did not, but seeing her up on that stage and seeing her collapse, it all sort of clicks as Gus figures out bits and pieces that Dahlia passed. So we're starting this episode in kind of a limbo, a weird state of not knowing what's coming next, and that definitely scares me a little bit because I've become endeared to these characters, or is it the other way around? These characters have become endeared to me. I'm not sure. But we're going to have to just watch it and find out what happens next. So let's do that. I've got the episode up and ready to go. It's at 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction video. You can find the picture-in-picture version with the video up there, down there in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. The timer-based version will have a discussion at the end. The picture-in-picture version will not, but it will have the video in it. Mix and match as you see fit. And if you want to use your own copy of Carole and Tuesday to sync up with the timer-based version, you can do that. Just get it ready because there will be a beep-beep timer to count you down, and it will be coming at you right about now. Ooh. Okay. Using the same music for this bit changes the feel completely. Wow, okay. Going Journey, okay. Oh my gosh, is that the #1 fangirl? Oh, she's back. Whoa. And you're the only one. Once. Whoa, hi Skip. Wait. Oh fucking no. I assume that the camera is like a body cam. Whoa, oh my god, so much is happening. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow, that was quite a gasp. Same. That is terrifying. Betrayed utterly. But if it must be done. Will he run into... Is Ezekiel still there? Or Amer? Fucking love you, Skip. uh Seems about right. Okay, Crystal, what are you gonna do? Oh my god, there's so much. Will we bring... No. Okay. She's awake. She's awake, but she's not. Oh no. Dang it. This is a nutty lineup. Wow. We're gonna start a musicians rebellion. Let's fucking go. That's the problem, isn't it? Yeah. Gotta work together. God, this is like fucking Avengers Assemble. Yeah. That's gotta be the 7. Okay. 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 Create a ripple effect. Okay. I have a feeling it'll be enough. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. You're in too, right, buddy? Damn. Thanks, Artigan. How about you, Toby? Yeah, but you're in, right? Hmm. Shit, Jerry's gonna catch on. Depends on your perspective. That's a loosely veiled threat. All right, Valerie. Plus 0.5 points to you. Maybe that's what she should have been. Roddy's already on it. Aww. Oh? Hmm. 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 I wonder if it's a very familiar hall. This is usually used as eye catch music. It's got a groovy bass line. How about a Tao? Or not? Gotta write the song. Oh man, it's all coming together. Aww. It's a hell of a tall order. Yeah. Artian slab. Hmm. Talia? Pouring one out. That little smile. Artigan. Oh, there's Steve. This is the Instagram office. Toby. Wait. With the was that wait. Is that Aww. Writing. They'll rise to it. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. They're so weird together. Okay. Cool. Angela. Who else? But mentally? Mm. I feel like they're gonna have to sing to her to get her to, but it might not happen at all. Oh, that was a reaction. Oh, okay. I admire your faith in your mother. I think he's right. Oh. holy shit, Kyle. And there's the start. Were those her parents? We are bringing this back in. He means all the AIs here. Oh, okay. Okay. No. Credits. Did Tao come? Holy fucking shit. Well, I know that I can't do this justice. There's no way. Like, what can I say about this? Can I say that this is my favorite episode of Carole and Tuesday thus far? Yeah, absolutely. Does it mean anything? Not really, because it's just a relative thing. It's a relative measure. But this was incredible. I think the thing that stood out to me most over the course of this episode was the choices and execution on the background music. I felt like it was a part of the show in a way that often background music does not seem to be. I don't know if that makes any sense. It sounds stupid coming out of my mouth, but all I can do is try to express what it made me feel, which was that this was extraordinarily well planned. And it while things came together, it all came together. Like within the context of the story, all of these elements that we became familiar with in what seemed like one-off or small arcs, one-off episodes or small arcs, are now all becoming intertwined. But then that's like the within the story level, and then on the meta level, it's as though all of the elements that make up the show, the art and animation and the voice acting and the music, all came together as well. Jesus. Somehow in an episode that I was dreading watching, the almost the first thing that it made me do after this introductory segment and this sadness was to make me laugh. I don't know. I don't know. Like even the funeral in the very early episodes kind of comes full circle here. The Desmond episode that was one off comes full circle here. After seeing Crystal again for the Mars Grammy performance, we finally see Skip again, and we intercut between the two of them, as though to demonstrate a bit of their connection. The art in this episode was a little bit of a notch above what it usually is for this show, which is saying something, because it's usually pretty damn good. Once we open on this meeting with everyone here, almost, it just kind of all clicks together, doesn't it? I don't think I could have ever predicted that this was going to happen. But now that it's happening, it seems like it couldn't have been any other way. And then there are the little things in the episode, like once we build and build and build through the course of this conversation to this conclusion that we should sing this song of freedom, this anthem of love for one another, I suppose. We build and build and build to it, and then the water drop from the faucet, finally already being set up a few scenes ago, falls and creates a ripple effect. And then we step back and try to figure out the logistics of how to make this dream possible. And it does. Oh, wow, that's an interesting thought. It does function on a meta level, on a level talking about the show itself. All of these people of different talents and different backgrounds coming together to create something that rings out and has an impact across the world. Well, that's exactly what's happening behind the scenes, right? All of these artists and animators and colorists, musicians, singers, directors, editors, and the business people, the people at Netflix who put the money forward to make this happen. It all comes together here. Wow. And we lay out the difficulties ahead. We know that there are obstacles to doing this. And yet, when asked, do you still want to go ahead? There's only one answer. Absolutely. And Artigan does his thing, but then agrees. Even Artigan, almost the like antithesis of the genuine music and ideals of Carole and Tuesday, is swayed by them. It's amazing. We assemble our crack team. And then we have this moment where we get to see into the villain's lair, if you will. Clearly Egan being the villain. And see that there's, I don't know, a little bit of shakiness in their foundations. Just enough to give us hope that this plan might actually work. They make Egan real creepy in this sequence. And it's kind of perfect. He's like a pug or a bulldog. I don't know. Don't trust him. And then we have moments like this where Gus goes to pour one out for Dahlia, I assume. And we've done this before, but not quite to this degree, oscillating between these joyous and hopeful moments and these sad and somber ones. Almost as though we're putting the difficulties aside or behind us for now so that we can move forward and do what needs to be done. Okay, and then we montage through so many musician references. And I'm there's no way I'm going to pick up on almost any of them. I mean, I didn't even recognize that was supposed to be Steve Aoki. But it is, I think. Talking to all sorts. I don't know. Calling up everyone, everywhere. Okay, that guy bites the head off bats. That's for sure. Don't know who this is supposed to be. Don't know who most of them are supposed to be. But we're kind of gathering our troops, you know? People familiar and unfamiliar. All coming together to create something real. With impact. Amazing. And then they formed a duo called the Losers. What the hell? I cannot see that working, but it's probably gonna work. All that's left is her mind. And amidst all of this, we have the catatonic Angela. And for the first time, we see her actually react. But her reaction is to pull the sheet over herself and hide from the world. And it's heartbreaking. And then we find out that Kyle has emotional reasons for wanting to go forward with this. And pragmatic ones. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer here. Spencer's heart is definitely in the right place, but it could cause terrible things to give her another chance. But if they can separate Egan from her, or indict Egan specifically, then it could work. What's the ideal outcome with Valerie? I think it's that she loses, and they get to try to be a family. But I don't know. Kyle here kind of reminds me of like like the movie character, the older guy who's seen too much to believe in hope anymore, who's been betrayed too many times, despite how young he is. I don't know why I get that vibe from him, but I do. This sigh. And that line. Normal sigh. Okay, this. And that's the beginning of this. Oh my god. That all plays in. Wow. Okay, I want to... I don't know, there's something interesting about that hand motion. Do you think it's rotoed? Like, just looking at it, it's so smooth, and I was checking to see if they had upped the frame rate for it for some reason, but they haven't. It's still on 2s. But it's so smooth and so precise. Makes me think that it is rotoed. Don't let me go, peace. About to lose this fight. Take me in your arms, cuz. From my chains. Universe. Okay. And then Mother circled. This sequence where they talk it out, discuss it, and then sort of use that as a starting point and start just playing with notes. And then the notes become chords. And at that moment, it becomes the core of the song. And that's all we get to hear until it fades out. This entire little dialogue that they have is so beautiful, and beyond that, the voice actresses, both of them, put on incredible performances. There's no joy of like, we found it, we found there's none of that. There's just exploring this idea. It just feels so genuine. I think that's maybe the core of this episode, or the key to this episode, is that everything in it feels so genuine. The decisions being made and the work that's being put into creating this episode seems, I don't know how whether it's possible to explain or if it even makes sense, but it seems like a labor of love, right? It seems like the people creating this for our entertainment have more at stake than just their jobs or whatever money they might make from it. It's not that. Everyone seems to care and want this to work. It's amazing. I'm curious about this photo in the bottom left corner. Little Angela with a man and a woman, the man's face obscured. Wonder if he became Dahlia. Wonder who they are. Her birth parents? Maybe we'll never know. Oh, and Angela's voice actress puts on an incredible performance too. There's so much hopelessness in it. And a bit of cry. And it's almost a whisper. This is a sad, sad statement, but a true one. I think a true one for anyone. Especially someone who aspires toward fame. Your presence can be felt. Your absence will be felt for a short time by those who cared about your presence, but then you're just gone. Whatever you've put out into the world will remain. Maybe. But it may be forgotten. I feel for the manager slash number one fan, because if I were standing there listening to Angela say this, I wouldn't be able to respond either. I wouldn't be able to contradict her, because I know that what she's saying is true, to a degree. I think we see that when we turn our attention back to her, and I believe she just covers her mouth and sobs. Yeah. Yeah. And then we bring Desmond back in. And he awakens a little bit. I wonder how that will factor in, if at all. Oh, it certainly will. We wouldn't have shown it otherwise. I wonder. So then Tao leaves. I will not be returning. And then this song. This song at the end is so beautiful. That's another thing. There are very few bits of familiar music in this episode. During the introductory sequence, which we always get, there's usually a specific theme that goes. When we're flashing through the last episode's content, there's always a specific theme that goes. And it wasn't here this episode. During the eye catches, there's usually a specific piece of music that plays, just a little clip of it. And instead of that being there was a different piece, and that song was used as background music for one of the segments. There's no ending, per se. It's an insert song used as such. Everything is different now. And we end on Tao returning to Angela, having seen the help me, having accomplished whatever it was he was doing. He goes to her. Too late. Maybe. Wow. I feel like I can't do what I normally do, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't think I can separate the emotions intended by this episode from the creative elements of it. It's all intertwined. It all works as one. And it makes me incredibly excited for the finale. I came into this episode with immense trepidation, like genuinely afraid to watch it, because I kind of didn't want to know what was going to happen. And that was unwarranted, because what happened was already beautiful and it hasn't even come to fruition. Just the fact of everyone coming together to try to make this happen is already enough. So, next episode, when it does come together, I can only imagine. At least for the next week. Let's wrap this up a little bit. Concluding thoughts, I think this is my favorite episode of Carole and Tuesday up until this point. Maybe it'll get trumped by the finale. We'll see. But this just seemed to fit and flow together so well. I'm kind of in awe. I want to go and rewatch it without, skipping through it. In fact, once I get it edited and uploading, I think I will. Because there was a lot here. Anyway, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Carole and Tuesday, episode 23. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I did, because this had an impact on me. Wow. And I hope to catch you next week for the finale. Peace.